Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. We have tumultuous times on our hands, and that's because there are way too many people that take separate views or walk their own positions without having any type of uniformity or even allowance to understand or have compassion or empathy for another. There are two different sides that are fighting amongst each other when really no one should be fighting at all. This is a planet where we were supposed to learn to, embrace human form and co-create an existence that would provide us betterment and growth, that would allow us opportunity to evolve and to spiritually grow. And when we look at those aspects of what, you know, positivity and enlightenment provides, then it's kind of disheartening when you see blatantly that others choose to be ignorant of what it is that they're being introduced to. So instead of trying to pivot to another foot, to another shoe, to another level, to try to understand what it is that, may be heartfelt to another. Sadly, when we don't pivot, when we don't adapt or change, then what we're doing is standing in a stagnant position, a stagnant place, where we're letting our limited views cap us or prevent us from actually receiving the enlightenment that true interconnectivity and true spirituality in a positive form and fashion naturally provides. When you look at division and you see people on opposite sides of regardless fence, but yet they're not willing, and say that you're not willing because you won't see their side. But you've been living in their side all of your life, and you've known that it's a side that doesn't have potential. It's a side that has limited structures that prevent you from being all you could be or experiencing the most compassionate, empathetic spaces within you, your environment, humanity, the earth as a whole, right? We're all part of this. We're all part of the whole. We're all fractals of the ultimate creator. And when the ultimate creator created, this space, it wasn't to control, it wasn't to dominate, it wasn't to suppress, and it wasn't to make others feel bad about their perceived shortcomings that another decided to place upon. Not just one, but a whole group. And this has been going on for a very, very long time. Hundreds and hundreds of years. But we're in a position, we are certainly in a very good position to flip that switch, to rework the narrative so that it benefits everybody and not just a few. And whether you think everybody is deserving to have the benefits that living life offers is really not your position to take. Because if you weren't standing in such a, I don't want to say domineering, but if you're standing in a limited space that doesn't allow room for growth, where you can't see that everybody brings uniqueness to the table, and that what you may have perceived as an inconvenience or a hindrance or a germ, if you will, right, is another person. And that person isn't a germ, it's not a hindrance, and it's not a mistake. Every one of us are special, and every one of us deserves to have the same even playing field. And from what I can tell, change is coming, change is already here. But the change that's here is affecting the multitude negatively by suppression, domineering, dictatorship. And that's a very liberal word, because any energy can dictate another aspect of what you think, or what that energy rather thinks. Every other energy should be. That's not our place. We're not God. We're not the creator. We don't get to decide as people who has worth and who doesn't. Everyone has a soul. And if you didn't give it away, if you didn't tarnish it with dark and dense, then there's still an opportunity for you to see the light. I'm not asking for everyone to jump on in without getting their feet wet first. That's what research is all about. That's what inner work is. That's what spiritual growth is. It's researching, it's understanding, it's putting yourself in a position where empathy and compassion are the leading factors. Not who can you suppress, what can you take away, who can you hurt, or what bad thing that you can say. I implore everyone to take a really good look at the position, the place, the stance, and decide, is this how you want your future? Is this what you want to bring into the world through continued stagnant movement, or honoring what's killing you silently because they've put a veil over your eyes and they plugged up your ears and you can't hear and you can't see except what it is that they feed you? It's happening in a multitude of ways. Dog's upset about it. He's kind of barking like aggressively. So I take this chance, this opportunity, this moment, this place, this space, to offer everybody an opportunity to really reflect and ask yourself, where do you want to be? What kind of world do you want to live in? Because those questions, they're current. They're current events. It's happening right now. So if you haven't figured it out, I implore you to do so. And I'm not going to judge, ridicule, or point fingers regarding where you want to stand. I'm going to wish you well. I'm going to wish you love. And I'm going to send you life. True life. Where you have the freedoms. True freedoms. The ones that you always thought you had but really couldn't count on. The time is now. If you would like, reach out. This is a conversation that should be shared all about, everywhere. Learn from Italy. Take a stand. Pick a side. Choose true, loving, living life. Choose positivity, love, and light. Not just for one, but for everyone. Everywhere. Always. And then see how much brighter life can be. It takes all of us. I hope you'll join me in walking in love and light and positivity. I love you. Blessed be.